Hello, thank you for watching this video on how to file an uncontested divorce matter. It is very easy and it's way more simple than what most people think it really is. If the parties have any issues that at any point may become contested, you cannot file an uncontested divorce matter. Any point you have filed for uncontested divorce and the parties now are contesting an issue, for example, like child support or child custody and visitation, that will have to go through a contested divorce proceeding. You cannot go through an uncontested divorce matter. So after the parties have decided that they can agree on the terms of their divorce and they mutually want to be divorced from each other, then you need to think about your settlement agreement. If you have children in this marriage, you want to think about your visitation agreements, your custody agreements. All of those things need to be listed out in an agreement that can be filed with your petition for divorce. Okay, so that's one of the documents that you are definitely going to need. If you look at this document here, it shows you a draft down of a settlement agreement. All of the terms need to have been decided upon by the parties. If there's some type of pensions that need to be settled with the parties, if there's some type of 401k, who's going to get what portion of this 401k, who's going to get the vehicles, if there's any non-marital debt, are you going to keep your non-marital debt or are you going to split that with your spouse? Other things that you definitely want to make sure that you have all taken care of to be in your settlement agreement. Okay, so moving on, your petition is very important. If you don't have a draft petition, you can find one online with the Cook County court system. You can find that form there, and all you need to do is fill in the blanks. Most uncontested divorces is just, I want to have a divorce for irreconcilable differences. Our marriage has had an irretrievable breakdown and there's nothing that we can do to try to reconcile our differences. So having a petition is very important and you're going to need that in order to file. So that is the second document that you need. The next document that you need, the Certificate of Dissolution. And this form can be found at the clerk's office. You want to make sure that you fill it out completely and as much information as you possibly can. Once you have your petition for dissolution, your certificate for dissolution, your proposed marital settlement agreement, you are also going to need a summons. Summons can also be found online. That form is to make sure that your spouse is served. Usually, if the parties are agreeing on the divorce, you can possibly have the service waived, but they would definitely have to be notified of the divorce in order to come in and file their appearance on the case. So after you have your petition for dissolution, your proposed marital settlement agreement, your summons, you are going to need a proposed judgment. The proposed judgment is simply a document that asks the court to enter a document in your favor for the terms that you have stated out in your petition. Those terms will simply be, Your Honor, would you please grant me a judgment of dissolution from this marriage by also making a part of the judgment the marital settlement agreement, or if you have children involved, making a part of the agreement a custody or visitation agreement. You will take all of those documents with you to the clerk of Cook County on the 8th floor. You need to make sure that you can afford to file the bank divorce. It is $337 to file an uncontested divorce matter. You may be able to get these fees waived if your income is below the poverty line. If not, you will have to file with the requisite filing fee. Suggest that the certificate of dissolution is fully completed before you even go to the courthouse, because you don't want to end up walking out of line to fill out the documentation and then go and stand back at the back of the line to wait for a clerk. So if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you. And just to let you know, filing for an uncontested divorce, it's very easy. It's not as difficult as you think, but I will always suggest that you hire an attorney to prepare your documents for you. Even if you're going to just handle your matter pro se, it's always a great idea to have your attorney draft your documents, or at least to give you advice on the documents that you have already drafted yourself. My name is DeBarros, attorney for the DeBarros Law Firm, and I hope that you've gained a wealth of knowledge from this video. Have a great day.